Joanna Mann, fresh off a no-hitter last time out. Let's see what she'll do for an encore. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Back here in Queens, and pitching in this game, Joanna Mann.
She brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that she gets and the fact that she's not issuing free passes, that's going to make her more economical in her pitch count, allow her to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Now it's the DH, Luis Rengifo. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Rengifo recently taking home Player of the Month honors.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it, and there's one away. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off. Mann, multi-time All-Star. She features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a sinker, and she occasionally mixes in a knuckleball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that she might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same.
He takes it on his own, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. Scoreless after 1. Bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. He was late there, strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. And a pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
Here's Pete Alonso. There's a strike. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Second inning here, no score. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as she's punched out 3 of the first 5 she's faced.
Well, she's definitely minimizing contact. She can get the swing and miss when she needs it, but she'll also keep the defense fresh behind her, allowing some balls in play as well.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
0-1.
And that is out of play. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Mets go down quickly. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Mann back to work. And that drops in for a strike. Mann in her 2nd season, 22 years old. Can't forget to mention she's a former MVP. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this pitcher out there on the mound. See if she continues to climb the ladder.
Caught him looking for the K.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop she was dealing with at the plate.
Ronnie Mauricio in the box now. No balls and a strike. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Marsh pulls it in on the run.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field, someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
And there's a foul ball. Still tied at 0, last of the third. There's a strike. Swing and a miss, and she got him. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ball game. 9 straight retired here to start the game. No score. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Red people.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these Mets, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result. Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure her out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Nimmo, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. Ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Nimmo leads off first with 1 away. Here goes the runner. That one fouled off.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And she's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Vientos at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. 1 hit, 1 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Phillies 2 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Alonso.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that K brings her into double digits for the game.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, she should be able to rack up some more before she's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what she's offering out there.
Stop. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance. Down in order go the Mets. They're still down. It's 2-0. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Mann back to work. And a swing and a miss.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. She's not afraid of contact. Some pitchers, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Into center. Marsh running hard. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, she'll give him a second to catch his breath before she's ready to deal the next pitch.
Gilbert now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Popped up. Mann. They got it for out number 2.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Two out, space is empty. Right through there, got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
For the Mets, the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
There's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 13 strikeouts now. She's putting together an impressive outing. Here's Juan Soto. And a foul ball.
She's been going after these hitters consistently, and as a result, she's been able to keep her pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And first offering is fouled off. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going. Well, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And she strikes out the side for the 5th time today. Incredible. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail it here 2-0. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Mann. into her 8th inning of work, Singy. She's been good.
She's the type of pitcher that gets better as she gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to her, you get to her early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Got him looking. So she gets yet another strikeout, 16 so far.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Swing and a tapper. Throws to first in time. Lindor retired.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Alvarez at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Late on that fastball.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Mets go down quickly, and they're down 2-0. Back here at Citi Field, Ronnie Mauricio now. Mann back to work.
So far, she's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make her work in the zone a little more.
0-2.
This one in the air. Stop, calls it in, and there's one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Gilbert now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Late swing, foul to the left. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. Went right after him with that 2-strike pitch as she continues to roll on the mound.
Yeah, she's not out there trying to nibble at all. She is attacking the strike zone, and I think when your confidence builds as the start goes on, still putting up all zeros on the scoreboard, it gives you a lot of confidence that you can really continue to go after these hitters. And that wasn't the best pitch for the strikeout there, and she'd probably admit that, but she got it by him.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know she's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that she gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, if she'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps she'd have a no-hitter.
Joanna Mann threw an absolute gem in her last appearance. Does this prospect have another shutout in her today? It's the New York Yankees taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First. So just about set now. And on the hill, Joanna Mann. Chris, her strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
She's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this pitcher or a pitcher like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of her own when it comes to that category.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 3 hits and a loss last night. Strike one. Bellinger's a brilliant defender, whether in the outfield where he won a Gold Glove in right, center field, or at first base. The footwork he attributes to playing soccer as a kid. And Bellinger is a huge Premier League soccer fan. Here's the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Right through there for a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
2 outs, base is empty. Close, but call the ball. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. So the Yanks go in order. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Swings through that one for strike 1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark. For those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues, them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Up the middle, and she knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they get it out of the play.
She had more time than she thought right there. Probably didn't have to barehand it, but she made it look nice, that's for sure.
Next to hit, Austin Wells. That one finds the zone. 0-1. 1 out, base is empty. In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that pitcher's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nothing doing here this half. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies 1 and the Yankees nothing. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Mann back to work. Fastball for a strike. Cabrera getting to start at the hot corner. 27 years old, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. Next offering is in for a strike.
That hard end, soft away, and now he's in an 0-2 count. He's got to figure out a way to try to sit in between, perhaps choke up a little bit, and just try to get the bat to the baseball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, she expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. She gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
And that is out of play. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure her out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Jorbeat B-Boss stands in now and watches strike one. And that's in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a 10.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 9 straight retired here to start the game. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Late on that fastball.
You know, these Yankees just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
And here comes Bellinger. And a foul ball. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's her 9th strikeout so far. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. She can go anywhere she wants to go right here.
Swings and misses, and a nice inning of work there. She sets him down 1-2-3. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Guerrero Jr.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
And next for New York, Austin Wells. There's a strike.
She's just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
0-2 now as he swings through it. That's to third, Bone. And that quickly 2 away. Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Struck out looking his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Cut gets a strikeout, and that is the inning. So 5 perfect innings in the books. It's the Phillies 1 and the Yankees nothing. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Mann back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep.
Swing and a ground ball. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the DH, Jorby Bebos. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
And it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. And she adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. Another frame in the books as the perfect game falls by the wayside. It's the Phillies 4 and the Yankees nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time today. Here is Aaron Judge.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And Judge spoils that one. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
You know, Bruce, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The Phils up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. That one just misses.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Caught him looking for the K. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Vladdy now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Down in order go the Yankees. Not going their way. It's 7-0. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
That missed inside. Ball one. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stumped by me. Anyway, make it 18 strikeouts on the day.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
And a swing and a miss. The Yanks with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Goes down looking.
Well, tough bat at the dish, punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable with the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now, not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
And now the 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Really nice sequence right there, and the change of speeds off the fastball. Really good arm action. Sold it. Changeup just doesn't arrive.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 outs. Gets under it and pops it up. Stop.
I got it.
Brings it in. And that is that.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Phillies.
It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Adrian Mann piled up the strikeouts over 8 shutout innings on the hill.
Well, Boog, I feel for the other team. They had very few answers for